Hi everyone, welcome to FM Deep Dive, a facilities management production created with the help of AI. Today, we're diving into the people, projects, and work that keep the University of Maryland campus running.
Welcome to today's Deep Dive. Today we are looking at a surprisingly massive challenge. It's about managing expansive campus lighting for you and thousands of other people.
Yeah, it's a huge undertaking.
And trying to perfectly balance student safety with, environmental sustainability.
It is definitely a tightrope walk. We are basing our discussion today entirely on a university report called Luminous Stewardship, Sustainable Lighting at the University of Maryland.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because when you look at a campus with over 2,600 pole lights, you quickly realize this is far from just swapping out a dead bulb.
Oh, right. It's a highly technical environmental operation.
Exactly.
What's fascinating here is that the facilities management team, or FM, they don't just throw up the brightest bulbs they can find.
No, they follow strict criteria.
Right, from the Illuminating Engineering Society of North America. They basically write the rule book on lighting. And they pair that with LED green building standards.
Which brings us to FM's director, Rob Hermstein. He has a very specific philosophy here.
Appropriate lighting without excess.
Yes. You need enough light so you feel totally safe walking home from the library at night, but you don't want to blast the night sky with light pollution.
And maintaining that balance is an uphill battle against the elements, especially in winter.
Oh yeah, the winter salt. The report mentions winter salt and meltwater causing massive short circuits. But how does salt on the ground short out a light pole towering 15 feet in the air?
Well, it's not the bulb that gets hit, it's the base. The salty slush seeps down into the underground infrastructure. Once that salt water hits the electrical components at the bottom of the pole, it just wreaks havoc.
Which explains February 2025. FM had to resolve over 36 circuit issues in a single month.
Yeah, that was a rough month for them.
They actually had to deploy portable lighting towers and bring in outside contractors around McKeldin Mall just to keep the pathways visible and safe.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, that really shows the scale of what they're up against. They are managing infrastructure built over several decades.
But they are making serious headway.
They are. Over 90% of the university's pole lights have been retrofitted to LEDs. That cuts their lighting energy consumption by more than 50%.
Here's where it gets really interesting. The McKeldin Mall upgrade from the summer of 2025. They replaced those older, less efficient metal halide fixtures.
The ones that kind of scatter light everywhere.
Right, with targeted LED technology.
And the difference in the data is striking. They increased the brightness on the sidewalks from less than 0.5 to 2 foot candles.
Now, for those of us who aren't lighting engineers, a foot candle is essentially a measurement of exactly how much light actually hits a 1 square foot area of the pavement, right?
Spot on. Getting that number up to 2 is a huge win for pedestrian safety. But here's the tricky part. They also cut the energy usage for those lights by over 40% while doing it.
Wow. It becomes this incredible geometrical puzzle.
It really does.
Because you're intentionally angling the new lights downward to protect the night sky, which mathematically makes it much harder to maintain that high brightness on the ground.
Right. They even had to completely redesign the placement and angles of the poles just to dodge the existing tree canopy.
So the light wouldn't just illuminate the top of an oak tree.
Exactly. It is a brilliant mix of engineering and environmental design.
But for all that engineering, there is a distinctly human element to keeping this whole system running.
Yes. FM uses a really cool GIS mapping system, basically a highly detailed digital geographic map to conduct monthly inspections of every single light.
Tracking its exact type and condition.
But even with advanced digital mapping, it isn't enough to catch everything. They rely heavily on the community.
Right, like calling the customer response center at 301-405-22212 to report dark spots.
Because a digital map can't always tell you if a branch suddenly drooped over a lamp after a storm.
Exactly. Human reporting actually fills the blind spots of tech-based monitoring.
Keeping a campus lit really is teamwork.
So what does this all mean? Managing campus lighting is far from a set-it-and-forget-it deal.
No, not at all.
It is a continuous high-tech stewardship that requires constant attention to balance keeping students safe with protecting our environment.
It really is. And it leaves you with something to ponder the next time you walk around your own town at night.
Yeah.
If a university can meticulously engineer the exact angle of thousands of light poles to protect the night sky, ensure safety, and slashed emissions. What aging, overlooked infrastructure in your own city is silently wasting energy right above your head?
You've been listening to FM Deep Dive. To learn more about facilities management projects at the University of Maryland, visit facilities.umd.edu.